guys, so a lot of people ask how to grow your glutes or activate your glutes or to get a thinner waist. Well, the truth is you can't spot train. It's not something that is ever really possible, but you can grow more muscle definition and increase the changes of shape in your body to make it look more defined in areas. But it won't be through spot training, it'll be through training your whole body. So even if you're doing a glute-based training plan, to make it look stronger and more aesthetic to the eye, you also need to train the whole body. A glute-based training program, you're looking at 3 to 4 times a week, and then you'll have arms and back and core also in that training in that week. Now, a lot of the activation issues we have, or issues of aesthetics we have, is on the side of the glute, the gluteus medius and also the minor here. And it's very hard sometimes for a lot of people to activate. So I wanted to give you a great exercise today, which is going to activate your side glutes. And it's going to really work into also activate your glutes in general, but give you that change of growth. I'm going to give it 1 without this band and 2 with this band that will really increase the ability for you to feel it on the sides. Utilizing the band above the knee even for a deadlift will then increase the ability for your side glutes to start to activate and bring them awareness. And sometimes we need that assistance because often we don't know how to activate certain muscles, and that's why they now have pre-activation exercises before we go into a workout. Even so much as changing your squat will give you better activation from a glute activation to a leg activation, and I spoke about that in a previous video. So it's very important to become aware of mind-muscle connection, what you feel and what you're doing, because from small things, big changes can happen. So this exercise is done on your side, and you are in a clamshell position. Okay, you might want to fold your mat, it could be uncomfortable for you. You can also be on your forearm if your wrists are uncomfortable. You can have your hand here forward to support you. You're going to use a lot of your obliques too, which is fantastic, and your serratus anterior, as well as your glute medius and all the muscles along the side, as well as lifting up through and coming down in your inner and outer muscles. So from here, you're going to push up and open and come down. Push up and open and come down. You can utilize your arm to open, or you can keep it on the ground. So you're really pushing up and opening. Now this is one of my favorite glute activators and also growth and changer. Okay? Now, to up the ante, grab a band and put it on, okay? Put it on over your knees. The wider or the more flexible it is, the more you can open your legs. But if you're stronger, you can have a more taut band and still open your legs. I like to do both sides, even though I'm working a bit differently, because it's always important to do both sides. This is unilateral. So unilateral means one-sided. One-sided is fantastic because when we work compound, which means full body, often the weak side gets to lay dormant and the strong side takes over. Long term, that's an issue because what will happen is there'll be a difference in your body's strength and injuries will occur because there'll become disalignments in your body. So unilateral allows you to develop flexibility and strength and awareness for both sides as equally as possible as we can be. We're always going to be a little bit different. So you always work your body to the weak side, strength and flexibility, and grow that into depth as well. So, on the knife edge of your foot, core is engaged, arm is ready. You can also go on your fists if you have wrist problems, okay? Another option. Wrap your arms in, belly button to spine. Don't do a rib flare, so no hyperextension and no flexion. You're in a straight line. So your feet are on the line, the middle of your hips, so right at the top of your thigh bone, and your hand and wrist is on the line. You're wrapping that arm, okay? From here, you're going to kick up and open up and come down. You could do 1, 2, 3, hold and down. 1, 2, 3, hold and down. And that intensity of changing the speed is really going to increase and change how you feel. Holding it at the top, one up, 1, 2, 3, hold, and down is also going to be a great way to activate the side glute. So give this exercise a go. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like and support my channel so I can help others. It's been a growth for about 5-6 years. It's not something that I've made money. I've just wanted to purely help others on their journey as I've journeyed through my fitness with my skills, as I've traveled and changed over time. It's really important for me as a person to understand this life isn't about service. It's about being the change you want to see. And so I really want to give health and fitness so others can take it away and share it with the community, so we can heal the world together with our real wealth, our health, mind, body and soul. And when we heal all of those things, everything becomes possible. But to be the richest man in the graveyard watching everyone spend your money, there's nothing possible there. So not only is wealth in money important because we could do things, but more importantly, wealth in our health will give us the chance to live our dreams and make things possible. And that is a much better opportunity and joyful life in the long term. Happiness comes from within. It will never come from what we accrue external. Our body, our house changes, our relationships, everything will become frustrating or challenging again if we don't have a great mind. Because where our mind goes, our body and life follows. The reason we don't exercise is because we don't believe we can get fit, or we don't follow through with good habits, or we don't say, I have time. So check in with your mind and create the rest of your life the best of your life by making your mind become who you want to be, and then follow through with your actions. There is nothing stopping us in life except our accountability, the hardest thing in the world. And you are always doing a great job if you are in this life, because the people that have gone too soon will tell you they would do anything to be back here, at least still having an opportunity to breathe, to try again, to do their best, because they know now that they're not their mistakes, they're not their failures, they're not their depression, they're not anything that was the past, they are only right now. And this is the only life and opportunity we have. We are not our traumas are only here with us because we hold them in our minds and we let them guide us. But at some point we have to realize those traumas existed, and it's a terrible thing. But there's many people that have had trauma too and have learned to use that as a driver to get to a more successful or happy place than letting it hold them in that space for the rest of their lives. So I hope that you do the same, and you know you're awesome, becoming more awesome, always and forever. Namaste.